What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for this week's episode of Tokyo Ghoul. Gotta say, this episode was fucking phenomenal. The emotion in that OST. Say what you will about the anime of Tokyo Ghoul, but you have to admit, Studio Para has always nailed it with that music. So let us begin. So we start this episode off with Hinami. She's on her knees after the battle she had with Takizawa, and the CCG officers start swarming her. She's completely surrounded. Then Arima shows up, and of course Hinami talks about how he's a great member for the CCG. And at this point, I'm like, oh shit. She's like, I'm probably gonna die, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, Hanze, get your ass up and save him. Don't you dare let Hinami die. I love Hinami. She's also one of my favorite characters. I love Hinami from when I first saw her when I was watching the anime season 1, season 2. Loved her when I was reading the manga. But I'm just like, don't you die, Hinami. Hanze, get your ass up. But Hanze does finally get his ass up, and it says can I take? And he asks Godma if he can take her into his custody, which of course Arima agrees. He just walks away. The CCG officer follows, and at this point I was like, yes, thank you, Hanze. And so after that, we find out after the storm cleared and the dust has settled. After after everything that went down, we see that Akira, she's on her laptop. She's pretty just writing a report about everything that went down, about Juzu and Urie and the Nutcracker and Torso and all that shit. She writes, but then we find out that that our man Urie got a promotion. Yes, he finally got his promotion, but he ain't done that. No. He got him and Toru and Urie and Shirazu, and I think also Psycho. I don't think Psycho got promoted. Not really sure on that. My memory's a little off about that. So I think they were they were both given second class or first class off. No, I think they were both first class or second class officers. Toru got promoted to first class. Hanze got to went from I think a special investigator, and so did Akira for everything that went down. So we then have this pretty much this buffet where for a party for all the guys that got promoted. Psycho, she's going ham on that buffet, she's going all over the place getting her food. We see Urie. He is met up with Kuroai. He branches to, hey, congratulations, man. Then we see Iowa. Kurie's father actually shows up and he tells hey, congratulations, blah 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 blah. And I noticed that they both pretty much have the same eyebrows. And so then actually he puts his hand on Urie's shoulder. And Urie then has a flashback to when he said of course, when he told him that his father is dead. And actually, when Kuroai actually showed up and told Urie congratulations, he said, "Get out of my sight." Oh, he did have to say he said it too. And I'm surprised when Iowa put his hand on his shoulder. I'm surprised that Urie didn't say "Get your hands off me, old man," because the man still got some beef with these two for his past and has his grudge about his father. So then Akira walks up to Hanze and he pretty much, asks her, hey, what's going on with, Hinami. He says that we got her custody, she's going to be a good source of information, blah, 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 blah. And then we actually get to, then we see Hanze in the bathroom, which actually, in the first part of the scene when Hanze just, when we see the back of him and, he's washing his face, his hair is actually completely white. No, the black isn't there, it's completely white. And then we see after he washes his face, he stares in the mirror. Then of course that little kid we saw last week of this young Kaneki that only has white hair. Still don't understand that, but then again I'm not a psychologist. So and he pretty much just remembers what the kid told him and told him please Hanze, don't make me disappear. But also but then we hear another voice that said disappear. So I don't know if that's Kaneki and this kid talking, or that's Kaneki, or that's the little kid and this other kid or other Kaneki. I don't know. Kaneki has so many goddamn personalities. I can't even keep track of them anymore. So we then see Urie. He's hitting the gym. He's like, I will not lose to Kuroai. Well, he's pumping iron. He's lifting weights. It's we see Shirazu. He's also he's the CCG Queen K I don't even know what's called. He pretty much just check out there. He says Nutcracker's almost done. The guy that's working on this. And then we get back to Hayase. He pretty much just left this lecture just done. And there's this one dude that this dude straight up looks like Jason when he was like a little kid from like the Friday the 13th movie. If you guys have seen the Friday the 13th movie and you've seen Jason unmasked and you just see his face, this dude looks exactly like him. I'm dead ass serious. This dude looks exactly like Jason. Seriously, he looks exactly. I look at him like, dude, you look just like Jason. Dude, you need some facial reconstruction surgery because goddamn, you look like you're straight out of a horror movie. And he does. He almost looks like the Toxic Avenger if he was like a normal person. Anyway, so I pretty just congratulates him. Tells like, good job with the lecture, blah 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 blah. And then when he turns around, leaves, we see this silhouette of Jason. Kind of funny, the kid dude looks like Jason when he was a kid, Yaburi was called Jason, which was a reference to the Friday the 13th series, and so I don't know if this is just a sheepish more Friday the 13th references, or if this is just all massive coincidence by a horror aficionado. So, and then we see him pop his knuckles, just like Jason. Now I don't know if this dude is like Jason, like just he got visual control, because in case you guys don't know, in the manga, Kaneki actually let Jason for dead, and Juzu actually finished the job. So I don't know, maybe if Juzu didn't actually finish the job and he somehow survived, or this is just some other guy that just looks alive like Jason, or this is just Kaneki just fucking with Aize, or this was Ashina fucking with us, whatever the case may be. So after that, we then get back to Aize's place, where as you see, Sen Takasaki actually drops something off at Aize's place. We'll find out later on. And then we also see Shirazu. He meets up with Toru, and he pretty much just tells him like, hey, Nutcracker's gonna end up being a very powerful Queen K. And so after that, we then we get to Aize's place, and Aize's just all cheerful and shit. He's just saying, and he pretty much just actually set up this pretty much this house party for everyone for the promotions. And then he's also tells like Mutsuki, Toru, you're helping out. So then actually Toru actually has this note with her with a bunch of stuff that they need, and he hands it to Urie. No, and he's like, hey Urie, we need this stuff. Now, when I saw this, I was like, oh, Urie's probably gonna take it, rip it up, and like throw it in the trash can right before he leaves. But no, Urie actually comes back with the stuff. I thought Urie was probably just gonna, fuck this shit, I'm just gonna go back to my training. But nope, he actually comes back with the stuff, which, props on Urie's part. I thought he was just gonna say fuck that shit and leave without getting the shit, but he does bring the shit. So good on him. So then everybody comes back, he's like panting because this shit was heavy. He had to carry a lot of shit. As well as there was also a package waiting for him that was also to Aize. And Aize had to go, sorry Urie, I'm sure that shit was heavy. So then he has the food prepared, everyone's like, oh, it's okay. It's not like food pours when it suddenly turns into like food head type, nothing, but we didn't really get that much good look at the food anyway. But so then Arima and Akira show. We actually also see Akira actually visit Mado's grave. Her hair is down. Then when she actually visits Akira, her hair is, or I should say Aize, her hair is down as well. And I gotta say, Akira looks a little kind of weird with her hair down. I actually kind of like it more when it's up. Just saying. And so then we kind of have this little family moment of everyone kind of getting along. They're sharing stories about congratulating on their promotion. And then we actually see this one thing about this curry that's like a replica of like the Mado curry, and Psycho wants a piece of it, and I'm laughing so much because it was hilarious. Anima points his glasses upward, it's like reflecting off, like the light reflecting off his glasses. Like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. That curry is rated double S. And we see, and then next to him is Urie, and he's like looking like he's dying. He's like sweating. He's like, oh. I love it. And then Anima also talks about the story where he killed a ghoul with an umbrella. And so, after that, Aize gives everyone coffee, and then he actually gives everyone gifts. He gave Urie some new headphones, and he also gave Arima some, I think they're cufflinks, or maybe it's like a hairpin. I couldn't really get a look at them. So, if you guys know exactly what they were, please leave it down in the comments below. Although I'm pretty sure they were cufflinks, I think. It had a horse on it. So, after that, we then see Aize. He then goes into his room, and we find out what the package was. It was Kaneki's mask. Yes, Kaneki's mask, which it was nice seeing that. I love his mask. And then we also see this book called The Hangman's MacGuffin. Of course, written by Sen Takasaki, as we guys know, which is Kaneki's favorite author, and the book says to Kaneki. Now, guys, like you said, guys, I do read the manga up to volume 11. Now, I don't remember anything about this book being there, because, like, the one book I do remember Chiji constantly referencing to was, I believe it was called, like, Egg of the Black Lotus. I think that was, like, Rize's favorite book, the one book that her and Kaneki were like the most, and how they got together in the first, before, you know, Rize almost killed him. So, after that, he kind of, like, you know, that's, like, more, like, you know, who is Kaneki, like, what's the origins of all this, and then we go back to Toka's coffee shop, which was, like, it was nice seeing Best Girl Toka make her return, because seriously, Toka hasn't seen much. We're in episode 7. We've only seen Toka grand total of twice. In episode 2 and this episode, she actually gets some dialogue this time, which is nice to see. Love Toka, you know. Heize then has his coffee and takes his leave. Toka looks amazing. Like, I love Toka. I ship her and Kaneki so hard right now. So after Heize leaves, we then get like some dialogue between everyone, and you know, then Toka, and then my man Nishiki actually tells Toka, like, "Hey Toka, more coffee." And then Toka being Toka tells, like, "Yeah, get yourself, Nishiki." And we also see Yomo's there along with Uta, and you know, Yomo asks Uta, like, you know, "Hey, what's that with the clouds about Kaneki?" All that stuff. And he's like, "I don't really know what the boss wants." So after that, we get back to Urie, who is, like, you know, getting his weekly checkup with the doctor, and, you know, he asks, like, you know, "Okay, your levels are there, but I heard you lost control." And he's like, "How the hell do you know that, old man?" And so then he, like, asks, like, how'd you regain control? He doesn't tell her that Toru helped him out with, like, you know, the hug he gave him, but he does say, like, "Oh yeah, just regain composure by myself." Is that right? And then he actually asks about Toru. And he asks him, like, you know, if he wants to ask him about Toru. He's like, what is it? I don't discuss personal information. Now, what I think what Uri is referring to, or at least he was going to ask, was about Mutsuki's gender. I'm not going to spoil it for anime only. It's a little grand amount. I just said it and I don't tell you. You probably can guess by yourself what Mutsuki's actual gender is. But in case you don't, I'm not going to spoil it for other anime only, or people that are not to that part of the manga. So, and then, after that, we see Shirazu. And we get the ball kicker of the episode. Except there's one thing that Shira's fantastic at writing, it's ball kickers. This is right up there with, like, those ball kickers from, like, those 2 episodes of Darling in the Franxx, when, like, we found out the history between Hero and 02. After I saw those 2 episodes, I was like, oh, I shipped those 2 hardcore right now, and, like, oh, those are some hard ball kickers. Where we see Shira in the music. Period. Once again, amazing job with the music. We see Shirazu go into this room, and he meets someone by the name of Haru. Now, we don't know exactly what's his relation to this person, but she's in a hospital bed, or at least I think it's a woman. And there's this giant protruding thing, or I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like some tree trunk, it's like a Kagane, or RC cells trying to seeking escape. I don't know what the hell this thing is that's on a face. And Shirazu's just like, you know, "Oh, hey, Haru, I got promoted." It's like, it's so sad because, like, you know, it's a one-time cover, and Uria's just kind of listening in. The music's sad. I'm like, oh, Shira, you are great at writing tragedies and giving us some excellent ball kickers. Man, I love Shira. This is why I love Tokyo Ghoul so much. So after that, the sad music continues, and we see Juzo actually goes up to the roof and throws a paper airplane with a rainbow in the background. We then get back to Heize, and he's pretty much just walking down the street, where we see, here's the second ball kicker of the episode, Anteku. We see Yoshimura outside, like, where the entrance of Anteku was, and what I saw was like, no. Is Yoshimura? Anteku? Wait, I thought you burned down, or was that somebody supposed to end? Wait, no. Wait, this is just a Shira fucking with me. Do not pay attention. This is just a Shira fucking with you. And then, I was right. It was just a Shira fucking with us. We see it again, and it's pretty much just this open area for construction. So yep, that's one thing Rude was similar to the manga, is that the Anteku ended up burning down. Still sad to see, because I'm seeing Yoshimura. And that's essentially where the episode ends. We also see like these random people get running into like, this alleyway for some ghouls, and then like this one ghoul shoots out her cognate, like as they're hurling towards them, and that's where the episode ends. And actually, right before the episode ends, we see that these random people just run through this alleyway from these ghouls. The ghouls end up cornering them, and that's where the episode actually ends. And actually, they changed up the ED a bit, where it goes on goes around pretty much the same, but at the end, where it hits winter time, we usually see all the guys, they're warmed up. We actually Heise's actually missing, and it's replaced with Akira, and then we see Arima's with Akira. No, I mean Arima's with Heise, and then the picture that Slego usually puts out. This time it's actually the whole crew, with their updated outfits and updated gifts, which Heise also gave Mutsuki an eye patch. So then, it's just pretty much the whole crew together, the whole family of Heise, Arima, Akira, Mutsuki, Psycho, etc., Urie, etc. Yeah, that's so. Yeah, just want to tell the new ED. Overall, fantastic episode. Art animation was pretty good. Music, spot on. Voice acting was fantastic. So overall, I give this episode a 10 out of 10. Definitely one of the best episodes of the season. The emotion was there, and that's what Tokyo Ghoul. I love Tokyo Ghoul so much, and that's mostly due to the emotion. The emotion that's serious. I love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you like. Links are below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.